Hi Droopies, welcome back to my channel. As you saw from the title, today we're going to be getting into the nitty gritty about relaxed hair. I have a lot to say about it, about my experience, the story, where I went wrong, and where we're at right now. But before we get into the video, I do have a little unboxing for the girlies. So this video is sponsored by Dossier, and if you are not familiar with Dossier, keep watching because you're gonna want to be familiar with them. So if you don't know already, Dossier is a luxurious perfume company. They specialize in recreating scents that are already kind of well known. So for example, that could be like Chanel No. 5, Chanel Blue, some Louis V scents, things like that. And they do this because they think that everyone should have access to luxurious scents for a fraction of the price. So Dossier perfumes range from about maybe $20 to maybe about max $50 if so much. Something that I really like about Dossier is, first off, their packaging. It's pretty cute. Like, I really just appreciate it. Once you open up the box, you're greeted with the vibrant colors inside and this little note like iconic scents, designer quality, no markups. Duh, because who wants markups? Something else I like about Dossier is that they understand that everyone probably doesn't know what they're getting into when you buy perfumes online. So they give you this stock card, and I really like the stock card just because it kind of is teaching me about perfume and scents like that. So it has the top notes, middle notes, and base notes for the perfume that you select. This one that I have is Jimmy Choo. I Want Choo, and that's what it is inspired by. So the name that they use is Powdery Peach, and the top notes is peach, tangerine, and black currant. Middle notes is white flowers, jasmine, then they have the base note of vanilla. So this is my type of scent, and look at how much you get for the price. This is a 20 milliliter bottle. Be for real. Dossier also knows and understands that when you buy perfume online, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So something else I really like about them is that in these boxes, you'll be sent a tester bottle. If you use the tester and you don't like it, you can return the full bottle. It has to be unopened and unused though. And then they will give you your money back or your money towards a different scent. Dossier is also always doing different types of discounts and sales, bulk discounts. For example, if you buy like 3 perfumes, you get like $10 off. Also, if you use my discount code DREW10, you can get $10 off your entire purchase. They're also always adding new scents to their website and collection. They also started having their own signature scents, which is like they're making their own candles now and their own actual Dossier scents for perfume and cologne. So you guys go check them out and find your signature scent now. Everything is in my bio below. Alright, so let's get into the relaxed hair drama. So boom, I was natural for 5 years. Did I like being natural? No. But I didn't see another way me and my hair could move forward with the lifestyle that I was living. Like at that point in my life, I just graduated high school, I just moved over here, and I had relaxed hair throughout my entire high school, life. And it just wasn't healthy. It was always couldn't pass right here. Like it was not leveled. It didn't have a cute cut. It just wasn't, it didn't have volume. It was just dry. There's nothing else I can say about it. And it just wasn't giving. So when I made the switch I was like, you know what, I'm done with relaxed hair. Let me just go natural. I just said anything can be better than this. Baby, was I wrong. Natural hair was crazy because my hair texture is probably like a 4B, 4C because I have different textures in my head. So it was crazy to see how everything would come together. So what I did a lot of the time was I was doing sew-ins, and that grew my hair like crazy. So for those 5 years, I was doing curly sew-ins, and my hair would blend with those sew-ins pretty good. Was it amazing looking back? No, but it did what it needed to do for that time in my life. So now we're getting to a point where, okay, I have all this natural hair. What am I gonna do? And you know, I took out the sew-in and I was trying my best to feel out the hair, and it just wasn't me. Like, it just wasn't working for me at that time again. Like, maybe later on in my life I can try doing this natural hair thing, but right now, yeah, no. So just for clarity, I have a sew-in in right now, and we'll get into that later in the story. Okay, so boom, I find this nice lady here. She relaxes my hair. It is beautiful. I will literally insert a clip right here of that kind of whole process, because she made a video and it was really nice. I was really pleased with my hair. I felt so refined, especially after having curly hair for so long. Just the look, that change made me feel so grown and girly. Like, I was like, okay, like, this is me. So everything's going great. Here's another photo of me with my hair. Mwah, gorgeous. Another one, gorgeous. Like, everything is working the way it's supposed to work, and I'm taking care of my hair. So in the beginning, I'm doing amazing. Like, I have a big stand-up hair dryer. I'll go under there. I was doing treatments, you know, trying my best to maintain what I grew and what I had. And then towards the end of the year, I was starting to get stressed out just in my personal life. And then, so let's call it last year, the end of last year. So we're in 2023 now, 2022, last year. Stuff starts to get a little sticky for me personally. Okay, we're gonna move past that. Coming into the beginning of 2023, I get very stressed out. Like, things are just happening. I feel like I'm being hit from all angles. And I always heard that stress could affect your hair. It never happened to me before. Baby, when I tell you, I was in the shower one day washing my hair. I had some clip-ins in my hair, and it wasn't, the clip-ins weren't done wrong. It was literally kind of done like a sew-in. Like, my hairdresser had had cornrowed my hair down just a few like rows, and then had clipped in some colored ones for me for my birthday. And it was time for me to take those out and just wash my hair and have my hair back. And when I was in the shower washing my hair, I cannot make this up, I had clumps of hair coming out. And I said, is this shedding? I said, what is this? But I didn't think anything of it. And then that's like January. Then February, some more thinning. And then March, it's not shedding as much anymore. But March, I'm really realizing the damage that was done to my hair. And I think it really was just because because of the stress and what I was going through, I wasn't able to do what I was doing for my hair, which was, you know, the deep conditioning and doing all this stuff that I told myself I was going to do. The no heat all the time, the heatless styles, like I completely fell off. So now, call it like March, I'm like, oh my God, like, I need to save the hair that I have. Like, it was ridiculous. So it's still long. My hair was about like right here. It was doing great. Beautiful hair. Doing great. It was still about, I had the length still, but my volume wasn't there anymore. It started because of the shedding. So I said, okay, let me get a sew-in. I got the sew-in, and it did help my hair with the break. And typically I'm a middle part girly. I never do a side part. So this is like my first time like doing the side. And I really like the side. We can get into that later when we talk about the sew-in. But I am really here for the side part right now. Anyway, so I'm a middle part girly. So when I keep getting sew-ins with the middle part, I'm not giving the middle of my hair a break to really grow back. Fine. So then I get the sew-in, whatever. I didn't really like the sew-in, so I took it out. And then I started to be faced with, okay, what are we going to do to get our hair back, right? Okay. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go back to what I know. And what I know worked for my hair for those years was when I had a consistent schedule of a sew-in. My hair was not out. It wasn't, you know what I mean, nothing. It was just breathing and growing and having its time. But now I'm in a sticky situation because it's like, and I haven't really decided what I'm going to do next, honestly. Maybe if you are a little more seasoned than I am with this relaxed hair journey, comment below, tell me what you think, because I actually am open to hearing a lot of different opinions about this because I really don't know. But I'm kind of thinking that I'm just going to keep doing sew-ins for a little while and grow my hair back that way. But since I'm relaxed now, I am forced with the decision on whether or not I'm going to keep relaxing my hair in between or just having, you know, this much new growth and then the relaxed hair at the end. Either way, I'm going to end up having to cut it all off and start over. So now I'm also at a place where, like, okay, do I just get like a really short bob and start over? Like, I have so many, I really am open. We should really have an open discussion about this for real. But yeah, to make a long story short, that's where I'm at right now, my relaxed hair. Would I recommend relaxed hair? Yes. If it fits for your lifestyle and it's what you think you can handle, do it. I just fell off when I got stressed, and I didn't realize how much stress would affect my hair because it just never did before. It was really just a learning experience. Looking back now, what I would have done differently was, even in the midst of those moments, the first time I saw the shedding, I would have stopped everything. I would have never just been so passive about it. I should have stopped everything and said, okay, I need to get a handle on this now. So I need to like do my, you know, deep treatments. I need to do heatless styles. I need to, or go back into passion twists or braids or something. I should have made an immediate stop once my hair was crying out for help. But I didn't listen to her. I just kept going on with my day-to-day. But natural hair is beautiful if you can handle it. For me, it's just because the way that my life is set up right now, I don't have time to be doing my relaxed hair for like 3 hours, wash and go. It's just not for me. Some of the products that I was using, I really got them all kind of on Amazon. I did my research. If you guys want like a part 2 about that, we can definitely do that, and I can show you guys what I had. But yeah, so that's the truth about my relaxed hair. Something else that I also suffer with, though, suffer with is crazy, but I do suffer with this, is I have a chronic illness or chronic disease, they'll call it, and this is seborrheic dermatitis. So if you've never heard of seborrheic dermatitis, here's the definition. But seborrheic dermatitis basically, and I really believe this is genetic, so honestly, Mish and Pernell, you guys did me so wrong. And let me tell you guys a story before I get into what seborrheic dermatitis is. Okay, so as a child, I would always see my grandfather have like the worst flakes. Like, if you don't get close to him, you really won't see this, but in the comfort of his home, and I'm just there for like the summer, I used to say, Grandpa, like, what is this? Like, he just had little flakes. Okay, he's old. Maybe this does not, you know, do his scalp, whatever. It's not a, he doesn't care for that. He will, you know, when he's going outside, he's gonna make sure it's gone. But in the comfort of his home, no, baby, fine. Then I would realize that my mom, like in high school now, like now I'm older, I realized that my mom also had some really bad flakes too. And I'm like, what is going on here? I said, do you have something that Grandpa has? Like, why do you have that? Child, coming to find out, now I'm about 16, and my hairdresser, this is when the cream hair is not growing enough. And you know, this might be a real reason why my cream hair wasn't growing, because my scalp, oh my God, realization is hitting, bro. My scalp is the issue. I really need to look into that to see if that's a reason for my shedding in January. Oh my God. Anyway, back to the story. So no, I'm 16 and my hairdresser is saying, oh Drew, but your scalp, man. And she's like, you know, scratching the scalp, trying to get it off. And I'm telling you, these flakes are nothing. It's crazy. Like, you guys have never seen anything like this. I gotta look if I have a picture in my phone. If I do, I'm gonna put it here. If I don't, I'm sorry, I just don't have it. But literally, I just thought I had dandruff. I thought I had, no, honestly speaking, I thought I just had really bad dandruff because that's what she told me. And my mom would say, oh, yeah, your scalp is just dry and whatever. And she would say, my scalp's dry too. I have a dry scalp. So I'm like, oh, okay. But Chad has no dry scalp. Okay, fine. So coming to Florida now, and my scalp is just really bad. Like, it's white, and I would just scratch it, get it off, and then I put oil on it to try to, you know, lock in some moisture or something. So then I went to my doctor and I asked her, I was like, hey, like, could I have like eczema on my scalp or something? And she said, I'm not a dermatologist, Drew, but I can give you a referral for one. So I said, okay. Boom. I went to the dermatologist, and the man stick up my head and my scratch is doing all these things. And then he says, Drew, you don't have eczema or, you know, dandruff. You have what a lot of people suffer from. I said, suffer from? I said, what? I said, what's happening? He said, no, don't be alarmed. Like, it's nothing bad. It's just a chronic disease. I said, disease? Oh my God. You know me. Anyway. So he said you have seborrheic dermatitis, and basically this is when your scalp is producing so much oil that the oil sits on top of the skin, sits on top of the scalp, and then when that oil dries, it lifts, and then that is why it looks like dandruff. So what I was doing was scratching that off and saying, oh, my scalp is so dry, let me put more oil on it, and clogging my pores even more. And that's why I had all of this like build up dandruff, white, nasty, man. It's just terrible. It's really not, it's not for the plot. Like, it's not for me. It's really, it doesn't align with me. Fine. So he said, I'm gonna give you the shampoo and you use this on your head once a week. I said, once a week? I said, baby, I said, I know you a little, but me, that was so uncalled for. I said, but me, I don't normally wash my hair for like 2 weeks, you know, especially as a relaxing girl. Like, you're not supposed to really do all of that too much. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Anyway. So he said, no, do it once a week so that way it can get under control. And then once the flare up, it's crazy. Once the flare up is under control, then you can do it every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe whenever you find it necessary. He said at different seasons of the year, you're gonna have a bigger flare up. I said, really? And it's gonna be during those hotter seasons. I said, of course. Jamaica is so hot, so no wonder I was having this dandruff year round. It's crazy when you put it into perspective. So I'm giving this a orange shampoo, and I used it, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it really did help to lower like my flare up. And if now I've kind of learned my scalp a little bit more, if I don't use it for 2 to 3 weeks, then I really start to get, I like to say ashy, because that's really what it looks like. I start to get ashy, and then if I ignore it more for like a good, you know, if I ignore it more than that, then it's crazy. So like the other day I washed my hair, not the other day, I think it was like 2 days ago. I washed my hair with my shampoo, and now, you know, my scalp looks pretty good. Now if you come close, you can kind of see in my part, there's gonna be like a little shiny area. It's not lifting or anything, it's just shiny because that is the treated area. Does that make sense? It's crazy. But yeah, so I suffer from seborrheic dermatitis. And you might suffer from seborrheic dermatitis too if you suffer from these same symptoms. But yeah, people, we can do another part 2 if y'all want about products my relaxed hair really liked. There were a few, just in case you want, like, you know, some direction, or you're thinking about taking the plunge, you know, going back to the creamy crack. And trust me, I know the hair community is gonna like crucify you, but it is okay. You do what is best for you. You're not living for the hair community. Okay. Yeah, so see you guys in another video. Thanks for sticking it out.